Hi, my name is Jamin Goecker. I'm a realtor in South Central Alaska, and my mission is to help people build intentional and significant legacies for themselves and their families by coaching them in real estate. A big part of that is making sure that I keep you informed about what is going on in the markets in which I do most of my business. In this case, today, we're going to be looking at the Matsu Valley, and some of the numbers are going to be pretty surprising, especially for this time of year compared to the same time period last year. So we'll get into that. But before we get started, make sure you give this video a like, make sure that you subscribe, and also, if you have any questions, make sure that you can either comment down below, and you can also reach out directly to me through my Facebook page. The link for that is going to be down below. Now, without further ado, let's jump into today's update. Now, what we do first off when we're evaluating how we are doing from this time this year to this time last year, looking at the end of August to the end of September, we're going to start by looking at the overall number of properties that are on the market. As you can see, it is way down to where we were this time last year, that 1 month segment. And this pretty in step with what we're seeing for the months leading up to this as well. So not a huge difference there, but that's still a pretty remarkable difference there. So that's the total number of properties that are on the market right now for the Matsu Valley for that month slice we're talking about. This is an interesting graph that shows that even though we are way down in inventory, like there were only 178 homes pending last year, this year we are up to 250. So that's pretty significant. That's really indicative of a fast-moving market. Now the pending ratio, this again, very, very indicative of a quick-moving market. So keep in mind, this time last year, about 36% of the homes that were on the market were actually pending and under contract. In comparison, this year, same month, we're seeing there is 57%. So this means that even though we have less of these properties are on the market now, this actually means there are actually fewer of them just because more of them are pending, and so there's actually less than half of that reduced market are actually available for people to actually go and purchase. So just looking over here, number of new listings, this is staying pretty steady. Not a whole lot of difference in the Matsu Valley. This time last year was actually up a little bit. In Anchorage, it was actually down compared to what's going on this year. So that's a little unique from Anchorage. Total number of listings sold. This is pretty much in keeping with what we would expect. Has this been useful for you so far? If it has, you know what to do. Make sure you give this video a like. And also, if you have a specific area or a specific price range you would like some more information in, make sure that you drop that in the comment section down below, and be happy to answer as many of your questions as I possibly can. Now, without further ado, let's finish today's video. All right, let's go and finish this up here. So I know the thing everyone is probably going to be asking is what's going on with the average sold price, and it actually has improved quite a bit. That average sold price for that 1 month snippet last year, end of August to the end of September, was that it was at $281,143, so just north of $281,000. The same time period this year, it's about $295,000. So that is $14,000 jump year over year, those 2 months compared to each other. That's great. Obviously, that doesn't mean that for every property we just add 14,000, but it does mean there's certainly an upward trend, probably, because there are less houses and more demand right now. That's what's going to happen in a market like that. And lastly, let's take a look at the days on market. These numbers tell a story. It takes a lot to change the days on market. And the reason for that is you have properties all the way from the one that's sold in 1 day with multiple offers to the multi-million-dollar property that has languished on the market for almost a year. It includes all of that together. So having any kind of movement and change in the days on market is a pretty significant thing. And here we actually have a 6-day reduction in the days on market, which just tells you how quick this market has to be moving right now. So in summary, the two biggest things we need to look at is, number one, the downturn in inventory. We are down by 34% from where we were at the same time period last year. And the second thing we need to look at is the number of properties that are actually under contract. This is up by 40%. So this means two things. Number one, inventory's down, so we just have fewer options for buyers. And secondly, the number of properties going under market, even with the diminished inventory, is still much higher than it was this time last year, which means that demand remains very high. So if you're looking at getting your home on the market, you're probably not going to find any better of a time to get on the now. Keep in mind that real estate comes in cycles. We're very familiar with the annual cycles of spring, summer, autumn, winter. We're very familiar with that, but we need to look at the 5-10-year cycles of kind of the ups and downs in the real estate market. From all we've been able to see, obviously no one's got a crystal ball here, but what I would say is, based off of everything that we've been able to see, if I had to make a prediction, I'd say we're probably at the top of this longer kind of macro real estate cycle, and I certainly don't see it getting much better than it is right now. So if you're looking to make a move, now is probably not going to be, you're probably not going to find any better of a time than right now. If you're looking to buy during this time, we can make it happen for you. We're just going to have to be very strategic in how we go about making it happen. More details on that, if you are interested in that, is available. So make sure you reach out to me on my Facebook page. And as always, give this video a like. I hope this was useful for you, and thanks for watching. Downloading my app is pretty simple. You simply scroll to the description section of my videos, click on the link there. It's going to take you to my website. From there, scroll down, hit download app. It'll take you to a place where you enter in your phone number. Enter that in, click send link. It's going to text you a link to the App Store. And from there, you'll have to click on that, enter in your email address, and then it's going to register you to the app, and you'll be able to start modifying your search. You can modify number of bedrooms, bathrooms, property type. You have a lot of modifications you can do on there, or just draw a shape to it. From there, you'll have the ability to go and just browse through, create your own specific saved searches on there that's going to make sense for you. Go ahead and add notes just so it makes sense. And that's going to be kind of the basic search capabilities. There are a lot of extra bonuses and things to this that make it really beneficial, like walking you through the entire process as a buyer or seller and giving you all the details that's involved with each one of those steps. So never at any point are you going to be lost in the process. So we've kind of just scratched the surface here, but that's just to get you started.